of 5. Brings up 2nd down.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Anderson will throw. And the incomplete pass will wrap up the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Taking it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
The give to the back. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida State. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Ready to try the point after.
On for the extra point.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Louisiana showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong. But the victories outside of the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Anderson wants to throw. Gets it out quickly. Plows through the defense. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the 1st down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
Still running at the 40. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Horton. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Going downfield for the big play. Snags it on the right. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, K.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They think there's room to run to the right here. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. They're going to ride this running back. Turns it on in midfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Quick pass on the jet motion. Inside the 30. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. The lone back's got it. Able to get 1 down to the 15. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Quarterback checking off. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Working the middle, it's complete. Touchdown, no! What a catch and run for 6.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner goes down. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David, and you've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Oh, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too. Before this defense gets to go in at halftime to potentially make some adjustments, show you some different looks in the second half. Whatever you've been doing, it's working. Keep it up.
He spins that thing down the middle. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
He's not afraid to go deep. And he makes the catch inside the 15. Touchdown Seminoles! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The trickeration, the flea flicker, the gadget play, such chicanery and shenanigans and duplicitous dealings from this offense. David, how do you describe it?
Well, first I need a dictionary to understand what half of those words mean, but I kind of go with the Statue of Liberty. That's easy to understand. It's got more meaning behind it than just football. The Statue of Liberty is by far the best.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it in style with a 57-yard toss for 6. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity.
Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Oh, look out. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Miami.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe the second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They've got time. They've got the lead. And, David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it. So, Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. To the air, it's Glenn. They're bringing heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, this defense hasn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Catch in the middle, it's Hill. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted. After misfiring, it's second down. Off the play fake. Skips away from pressure. Gonna throw it to the right. He's got his man. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. The Noles have it in scoring position on first and goal. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Back to pass, it's Glenn. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Ball hasn't hit the ground a lot for this QB. He's already thrown 4 TD passes. He saw a look, wanted to take another shot, and that time they just fall short with the incompletion. But this defense, they have not had the answer with respect to defending the pass in this game.
On second down, wants to throw it. Fires to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Florida State. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the crud out of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, between the coaches who have matched wits in this game and the players and the unforgettable moments, Miami, Florida State is must-see TV, and today is no different. And it'd be easy to say these 2 offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far, and you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between Miami and Florida State played.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Hurricanes will boot it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys are...
Hit the afterburners, kid. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the run. He's inside the 15. Oh, look out. There he goes. Touchdown, no! And the punishment has been extended. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Navy is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winners Joe Bellino and Roger Staubach among the legends to wear that uniform. They're trailing by 11 to Notre Dame. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. These corners going to give them some space. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Complete downfield. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You can tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
He'll pull it down and run. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Just needs a crack to get a return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. He'll ride his man on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Grabbed over the middle. It's ball. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. And the Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the single back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Coming after it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Off play action. Unloads it left. It's caught. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28.
On third down, offenses have their plays. What they like in third and short, what they like third and medium, third and long. Great job by the offense having success. Now it's incumbent upon the defense to learn their plays and try to shut it down throughout the game.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The Seminoles trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Touchdown Seminoles! And the route is on. Guys, so far this hasn't been wide right or wide left. The Seminoles have been on point as they build this lead.
And the Seminole dynasties were always built on elite playmaking offense, teams that can score points. This is a rivalry game with Miami, Palmer, but they're putting up points when it matters.
Yeah, they're not going to let this one come down to the kicker for another wide right. They're just going to handle the business here on the field, offensively and defensively. They have smothered Miami all game long.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
Of 5.
This is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running. Got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Now on 2nd down. Unloads quickly. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
On the run, it's Fletcher. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Here's the handoff. Powers through the defender. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
And the Canes are flying down the field. Anderson will throw. Quick strike complete.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The back goes in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. That's reeled in, it's Carr. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The Canes will have it 1st and 10. He's going to pass. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. The play action fake. Puck fires toward the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Got out of trouble and throws. Right on target this time. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the 3rd quarter. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Movement here from the tight end. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
And he tacks on the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Auburn is down, but they are not out of it. Not in Jordan-Hare, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to Louisiana Tech.
Gonna run it. It's ball.
We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll try the run. Got room at the 35. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So, listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football, keep running the clock.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. from the gun, the ground game. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
And, David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense may be time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Just causing wreckage in the secondary. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Here comes the option. Now the toss. Touchdown, Florida State! And the beatdown has ensued. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Going up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. To the air on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Snagged in the middle. It's Fletcher. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. Back to the air one more time. Looking for the end zone. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. And they're able to make the tackle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.